Hey guys, Chris and PJ here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
Happy Tuesday, sir.
Happy Tuesday. Big Daddy Tuesday is today's episode, PJ, and our friends out there in Dream Giveaway land.
Big Daddy Don Garlits, I'm assuming you're referencing.
That's correct. There's only one Big Daddy.
That's right.
And Don Garlits has hung out with both of these, and he has autographed both. So once everybody starts tuning in, we'll go ahead and we'll show you his autograph. Teasing classic Mopars in our Super Mopar Dream Giveaway. 2 Mopars, 1 winner.
How did Big Daddy Don Garlits get that nickname?
Did he
ever mention it?
I don't know. He has told me so many stories, but he has not told me that story, the Big Daddy story. You know, he's working on a movie.
Really?
Yeah, that's right. The Life and Times of Big Daddy Don Garlits.
Isn't he like 87 or something?
He's like 92.
Yeah, wow.
He's an amazing guy. It's an amazing movie too. His story is just so incredible. You know, he didn't have big corporate sponsors when he started out, and they, you know, he had to make ends meet. And before you knew it, he was the world champion 17 times.
Did he have any influence on these particular cars, or probably why people went out and bought them?
Yeah, he had so much influence on late 60s drag racing and all the way into the 80s, but in car buying as well, because his name was all over the magazines at that time. And you're saying, Chris, what's a magazine? Back in the day, there were these things made of paper, and they had a cover, and there's a car on the cover, and you turn the pages.
I only looked at the pictures.
And those were called magazines. You guys remember?
An article.
And they seem to have gone the way of 8 tracks.
That's right.
Let's start here. The AAR Cuda, 1970, 38,000 original miles. Someone had to send a letter to Kathy and say, Kathy, there's something wrong with this fiberglass hood. It's bowed up in the middle. So let me tell you about these cars. They were made in a very quick production run in March and April of 1970 so that Plymouth could get into the Trans Am Racing Series. They had to build at least 500 of these, and they had to make the engine displacement lower than 350 cubic inches. So they had a 340. Assembly of these to convert them from a regular Barrett Cuda into an AAR Cuda. Every single original fiberglass hood, 50, 60 years later, bows in exactly the same place.
Really?
Yeah, so if you go, well, why didn't you guys fix that? Because it is the original one. And if you own an original one, then you know it bows right there. It is what it is. If the winner wants to buy a reproduction one that sits a little bit flatter, then they are more than welcome to do so.
So it's kind of like a design element, 50 years in the making.
50 years in the making. Yes, they probably didn't know when they did the fiberglass tooling on these back in 1970, but over the decades, they all exhibit the same bow.
They just get so hot, they just kind of warp a little bit?
I don't know if it's from the heat or if it's from, you know, how they were in the mold. I honestly don't know, but I know it happens to them.
But they weren't like that when they first came off the assembly line, right?
I don't think so. I don't think that they would have let them off the assembly line with that bow there.
Now that's just a lift-off hood. That's not even on a hinge, right? Or is it that one?
No, this is a lift-off hood over here. This is simply a fiberglass hood that you can take your hand, easiest hood in the garage, and go just like that, and it comes right up.
Oh, good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Beautiful looking engine bay there, 346 barrel. If it was a Dodge, I would say 6-pack. Good looking stuff right there, 340 again. 38,000 original miles.
Hemi orange, Chris.
Hemi orange on the engine, that's correct. And a Hemi orange on the air cleaner there. Next to it, the lift-off hood machine, 446 barrel, 4-speed. Dana 60 rear, 410 gears. This was a quarter-mile machine to reckon with back in 1969 and a half. They only made them for half a year. How many 4-speeds did they make on the Plymouth side? About 422. What was the Dodge version of this? The Dodge liftoff hood Super B. and we gave one away some number of years ago.
Let's see here. The Smudge says the Roadrunner is my second favorite. Number 1 is 69 Super B. Satisfied with any Mopars. Appreciate that.
It's such a great pairing. And this is the first time in Dream Giveaway history that we have really gone with colors that don't match.
Although the Hemi Orange.
Although the Hemi Orange. That's correct. And we figure they're both classic high impact colors. Nobody's going to complain that the colors don't match if you're putting them in your garage. Okay, let's go back over here to the, I was about to call it a Challenger. The Dodge version of this was called the TA Challenger. And let's see if you guys can see this here, right here on the sun visor. Big Daddy Don Garlits.
Did he crawl in there and sign that right there?
No, we took the sun visor out
okay.
and he signed it on one of the hoods. How many times do you think he's signed an autograph in his life?
Thousands, right? Millions.
Well,
probably not millions.
A lot.
Yeah, hundreds of thousands.
A lot. So there's Don Garlits' autograph right there on the Cuda.
David says, Chris, this is Buford T. Justice, David.
What's that?
Buford T. Justice. In that, Alan says, does the removable hood come with the extension rods?
It does.
It does.
It does. Yeah. Yes, we have the extension rods. Those are reproduction, of course. And let's come on in here. This is a bench seat car. And we look in here. There we go. That one's a little cleaner. The marker did better on this one. Big Daddy Don Garlits on here as well. I am sitting in a Roadrunner. You know what I have to do, PJ.
Well, look at that horn.
I
look
have
at the centerpiece.
I have to do it, PJ.
All right, go
I
for
have to do it. I love it. That's so much fun.
It's good stuff.
That's right.
And it really was named after that, right?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, Plymouth paid Warner Brothers, who owned the rights to the Roadrunner, $50,000 for the use of the Roadrunner.
Did it pay off?
I don't know if it paid off. I would guess that it paid off. I mean, they used the Roadrunner from 69 to what? 71? Is that the last year you can get a Plymouth Roadrunner? Or do they have them in 72? I think for 3 years, 69 to 71. Someone double check me on that.
Mike Brown says that signature makes the cars very desirable.
Very desirable indeed. And it's so cool. We've got the king of drag racing, Big Daddy, with the Super Mopars. And over here, we've got the king of NASCAR, Richard Petty.
Yeah. A lot of kings going on right there. A lot of history between just those
That's
two
right.
gentlemen.
Don doesn't say the king, right? He says Big Daddy. So we've got a Big Daddy pair and we've got the king, Charger Hellcat over there. So 2 different Mopar giveaways currently going on. I don't think we have any Ram trucks in the garage right now. Nope. That's what we have for Mopars. And if you look down here for the rest of the row, you'll see we've got the Porsche, the GT4 RS, and we've got that pair of Mustangs separated by 60 years, 59 years. Got the 66 Mustang and the 2025 GT limited edition convertible.
Joe wants to know, are these original paint on the cars? Or have they been painted?
No, both of these are restored. Even with the Cuda having so low miles, it's been repainted, right? That's what we got.
Alan says, how fast does the Cuda have to go to get those side broken stripes to be seen as one line?
That's right. You know, someone has asked me that before. What is the speed that you need to travel for the strobes on the side of the Cuda? I suppose I could do a Back to the Future line and say 88 miles an hour, right?
Some kind of gigawatt.
I don't know. I don't know. It's a great question.
Can we hear the horn of the Cuda? Jesus wants to know.
Yeah, but it's not as fun as a horn to the Roadrunner.
I think it scared you.
Much different, right? Whole different tone there. And in fact, and we can't show it to you right now, but there's the horn mechanism, even says Roadrunner on it, beep, beep. if you lift the hood.
Right,
down.
because we actually have to, it's a project to get this hood off.
Right, it's a project, so
It's a lift-off hood. There's no hinge.
that's correct. I love that phrase, liftoff. It's got to be a play on the atomic age and the Apollo program and the man on the moon. Liftoff, right?
Ah, good call. Joe says Roadrunners were produced from 68 to around 76. The latter were on Plymouth Fury bodies.
But when was the actual Roadrunner cartoon character used on the Roadrunner? That's what I'm asking.
Oh.
Correct. And what years did it have that cartoon character? Beep beep or meep meep?
Now, Kathy says Plymouth Roadrunner was produced from 68 through 80.
To 80. Oh, and by 80, oh, that car was not a good looking car. Yeah. But again, someone look up, when did it have the cool horn sound? I think it did from 69 to 71.
Joe says factory paint never looked as good as these cars. People who didn't live through that era forget the paint jobs weren't all that
That's
great.
correct.
Really, Chris? Tell me
That
about
paint, no, the paint jobs were not that correct. Like the GTO, the paint would have never left the line looking that good.
What?
And on any of these,
What would they have looked like? Because I'm not from an era of
yeah,
bad paint.
orange peel and scuffs, and the fitment wasn't exact. They look way, way better now if you see one fully restored. Like that GTO paint looks spectacular. They didn't look like that brand new.
Kelly wants to know, when does this Mopar giveaway end? I'm not exactly
Never.
sure.
We're never ending it. You're going to get to enter forever.
I wish.
This one ends, I think it's November 2nd. And what's interesting is the last day to enter is at the Don Garlits Museum Big Daddy show in November. So I think that's Saturday the 1st, Sunday the 2nd. Somebody look at that first weekend in November for me. But that's when it ends.
Joe says they used the cartoon throughout production. I had a 70 and a 74. Oh, Kathy's right. It was on the Plymouth Volare.
Oh, the
body.
Volare. Remember that?
Volare, yeah.
That commercial, Volare.
I don't.
Good, you're not missing anything.
Joe says overspray, orange peel, etc.
Right, all that stuff. But come on, they didn't use the meep meep sound all the way till 1980, did they? Now I've got to look this up.
Yeah, well, that would be interesting.
Regardless, what an amazing pair for you guys to win. New giveaways? You are days away from the new Road and Track Dream giveaway launching. So I can't give away any Easter eggs today, but on Friday I'll give some Easter eggs away on Friday.
Yeah, we actually had to close the curtain over there.
Close the
There's a
curtain.
lot of Easter eggs over
right,
there.
there's a lot of Easter eggs back there in Area 52. So yes, Road and Track Dream giveaway. I'm going to drop one Easter egg. They are Chevrolets.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying. Okay. All right, guys, thanks for watching our show today. We'll see you tomorrow. More great fun, more great action, more great grand prizes. It only happens right here in our favorite place on earth, the Dream Giveaway Garage.